The Kalahari's only permanent wetland. It seems idyllic, but looks can deceive, for there are many dangers here. Even for a Nile crocodile, weighing 200 kilos, with the biggest jaws on Earth. This female reigns supreme in the river, but she's not invincible on land, so she's developed a special relationship with another creature far smaller than she is. The dickup. Together they form an unlikely partnership, but it couldn't be more important at this time of year, as it's the breeding season. The crocodile recently laid 80 eggs, which are incubating in the sand, but it's going to be hard for her to protect them on her own for 3 solid months until they hatch. Hunters are already on the prowl. Nile monitor lizards with an insatiable appetite for crocodile eggs. For now, at least, the mother crocodile seems in command. But the sly monitor edges ever closer. And he knows it pays to be patient. As the day warms up, the female reorientates herself to try to find a more comfortable position. A big mistake. The monitor wastes no time. His sharp sense of smell and powerful claws help him quickly find what he's looking for. This egg could be his first of many. And other monitors are moving in. The mother finally clocks what's happening, and she's not happy. The monitors have already taken 1/4 of her eggs, and she knows they'll want more. It's hard to do this on your own. As the day gets even hotter, the mother crocodile is desperate to cool off in the river, but it would mean sacrificing her last eggs. Now is when she most needs help. And luckily, the dickups have chosen to nest nearby. They might be tiny compared to this giant, but they're giants in their own right. She's prepared to entrust them with nest watch duty, but that's a lot to put on their shoulders. And it's not long before trouble returns. Dickups have a reputation for being some of the bravest birds in the world, and they've now got to prove it. They have a special technique to try to deter the thief. And if that doesn't work, they put on the double act. It's an imposing and very effective choreography. Africa's largest lizard eventually capitulates to this courageous couple, who did this to also protect their own future family. They know they'll be a lot safer in the company of the mother crocodile. And now that things are back to normal, the Dickups can get on with preparing their nest, right next door to hers. Collaboration like this between two such different animals is very unusual. But it's essential for the future survival of both species. The Kalahari Basin spans 2.5 million square kilometers of Namibia, South Africa, and Botswana. It's an ancient land which has barely changed in tens of millions of years. This stability has allowed life to take risks, experiment with one another, and forge incredible alliances. In the southeast of the Kalahari are creatures which are endearing, intelligent, and highly social. Meerkats. For them, it's all for one and one for all, especially when new life enters the world. 4 pups were recently born, and at this tender age are very vulnerable. So they need constant protection, which is why one of the clan is tasked with looking after them day and night. This young female was recently appointed helper by the lead female. It's a big task, as it's her first time in this role. All the adults in the clan, including the pup's mother, spend most of their day out foraging, sometimes far from the den. This also requires teamwork. Sentries are posted to keep a lookout for any danger, while others hunt for prey. It's very organized and efficient. And if there's any danger, the sentries will sound an alarm, warning everyone of the threat. Today, things seem peaceful, but not for long. A serious threat is looming. At this time of year, thunderstorms can strike at any time. The adults instinctively run for cover. The inexperienced helper is also fearful. She must make a big decision, whether to move the pups or leave them in their burrow where they could drown. But moving them is also risky. They might die from the cold. She decides to stay put with the pups. Her instincts were right. The storm hit some distance away. The pups are safe and sound. So too the adults. The calm after the storm and the welcome sun. This is an important time to strengthen the family bond. Teamwork is everything in Meerkat society, and you can never let your guard down. Especially if you're the babysitter. This deadly cobra is looking for shade and heading straight for the pup's den. Its venom is highly toxic. The young female sounds the alarm to mobilize the clan. There's no way she could tackle the snake on her own. Fortunately, it stops in one of the burrow entrances, and there's no time to lose. The team has a plan. While one group diverts the snake's attention, another goes to a different entrance to move the pups. It's a delicate operation. They're so young and defenseless. Two or three well-coordinated adults perform a high-risk mission. It's a life-defining moment, saving these 4 vulnerable individuals. Half of all meerkat pups die before the age of 1. Thanks to the babysitter's alarm and the teamwork of other clan members, the pups are safely in a new section of the burrow. But the young female still has her work cut out, as in a month's time, the pups will leave the burrow. She'll need to teach them to hunt for themselves and who to trust. It's going to be a big challenge and a new chapter in all their lives. West of the Kalahari, the Namib Desert has been waiting for rain for 3 long years. The land is parched and empty, the riverbeds dry. For desert elephants, nothing could be tougher. The survival of the herd depends on the matriarch, who takes them big distances to find enough to eat and drink. This family of 5 is led by a 21-year-old female. She's the mother of 1 calf. The other isn't hers, but it makes little difference as everyone is important. Her support is unwavering. No one is left on their own. Every day, the matriarch needs to find 200 liters of water and 150 kilos of food to produce enough rich milk for the calves. But at this time of year, most of the food available is old leaves and bark. And with temperatures reaching 50 Celsius, the desert can be brutal. The matriarch and her calf are also struggling, but they can't afford to give up. They must stick together and keep looking for food. The matriarch has an excellent memory. She knows that along the dry riverbed, there's a special tree worth investigating. The anaboom, a lifeline in the desert. These trees produce a bumper crop of fruit near the end of the dry season when the elephants need it most. But the first pods to ripen are high in the canopy, beyond the reach of even this big male. He tries a gentle nudge, careful not to damage the tree, but with little return. Chacma baboons also love to gorge on the seeds. So the matriarch waits it out. Until the food comes to her. Why the baboons actively drop some fruits remains a mystery. Perhaps it's because they're not yet ripe. Or maybe the baboons are just messy eaters. fully understands, but many different animals benefit from this without any tension. The anaboom is the tree of life, the centerpiece of this community where every living thing plays a vital role. And by forfeiting some of the seeds to the elephants, the baboons also benefit, because the elephants are a big deterrent for any predator. But that's not all. The elephants deposit any undigested anaboom seeds in their dung, sometimes a kilometre or more from where they ate them, helping to plant a new forest. Even the seeds that are yet to germinate are a precious source of food for the community. Elephant dung also helps to fertilize the soil, and it takes a nifty little creature to do the dirty work. The dung beetle. To seduce a female, this male first needs to fashion a dung ball 1,000 times his weight. He must now find a suitable place to bury her and the ball. Not easy on this terrain. Finally, after mating, the young will hatch underground, the dung enriching the soil. All species here, large and small, plant and animal, play a crucial role in this huge chain of life. It's fundamental for everyone's survival. Without all these collaborations built and refined over millions of years, the Kalahari wouldn't be the Kalahari. The elephants have regained some strength, but it won't be long before the anaboom fruits are exhausted and they must move on again. The calves will need all their strength to keep up, and the matriarch all her wisdom to find more food and water. And she may need to call on others for help. Cooperation is vital for survival in this difficult land. For some Kalahari residents, collaboration is also needed for the simpler pleasures in life. Banded mongooses live in the savannas to the north, where they spend much of the day hunting for food. It's tiring work, so these clever little carnivores are always looking for an easy meal. There's one animal here that can provide just that. The warthog. Timing is everything. And they need to oblige. The mongooses decide to switch their attention to far more accessible foods. Like termites, insect larvae, even the eggs of Senegal lapwings. Then suddenly, one of the mongooses hears a familiar sound. A telltale grunt, music to her ears. Everyone's excited. It's the warthogs again, looking a lot more relaxed. Now it's a waiting game. The warthogs know why they attract the mongooses. Because they are carrying something the mongooses can't find anywhere else. A slightly braver mongoose sneaks closer to take a look. Ticks, lots of them, which the warthog has picked up in the long grass, a very tasty platter. But it's not easy getting hold of them. You can't rush it. But when things get unbearably itchy for the warthogs, they seem to actively look for help. Cooperation between species also means understanding when the other is ready. Then it's win-win. Both parties benefit. The warthog gets a full body clean. The mongooses a protein-rich meal for minimal effort. But all good things come to an end, and you know when it's time to leave. A month on, and back at the meerkat colony, the young female babysitter is first up to bask in the warmth of the sun. It's also the pup's first time out of the den. The babysitter has a much bigger task now, even with the clan's support. The mother still provides milk for the pups, but not for much longer. So the babysitter's new responsibility is to teach the pups to find their own food. And they have the right instincts. She shows them how to dig for prey. But with her head in the sand, she hasn't spotted an eagle approaching. But someone else has. A drongo. The young female recognizes its cries and what they're saying. She immediately takes the pups to find shelter. Danger over. The young female and the pups are all safe and sound, thanks to this unique alliance. The drongo also benefits, as it gets any leftovers from the meerkats foraging. A fair trade. But this little bird will sometimes play a sneaky trick. Like meerkats, his favorite prey are scorpions. But they're not always easy to find. So if others do it for you, well, all the better. The drongo sounds a false alarm. Everyone scarpers. And the thief helps himself. It doesn't get much easier than that. It's tough on the pups, but it's all part of their education. Ally and saviour one moment, liar and cheat the next. But the benefits of having a drongo look out for you far outweigh the costs. The family is still intact, and after a busy day, the pups can now spend quality time with their mother. The young female is also progressing well, but she's got to put in a bit more practice before taking on sentry duty. Teamwork helps you grow every day. She's still got some way to go to fulfill her task, but will always have others at her side to support her and keep her warm on a cold Kalahari night. Under clear skies, temperatures can drop to close to freezing, so many creatures seek refuge in their night shelters. All bar one. The aardvark. This ancient mammal, whose ancestors go back to the time of the dinosaurs, feels safest feeding at night. He uses his long nose and sensitive ears to locate the tiniest creatures and his sharp claws to extract them. Ants and termites are his favorites, and he needs to find about 50,000 a night. He's also very shy, so creates safety burrows. He can be underground in just 5 minutes, then pop up somewhere completely different, and will continue until he's found enough to eat. Only in the cold light of day are the aardvark's efforts clear to see. This bizarre-looking creature is the true architect of the Kalahari. He may be a lone wanderer, but his digging helps the wider community. More than 20 different species get free accommodation in his burrows, which are far safer and a lot more comfortable than the outside world. Ant-eating chats, which nest in aardvark burrows, even get a free breakfast. Aardvarks too may benefit, as their ceaseless digging plays a critical role in the health of this entire ecosystem, which in turn supports the billions of ants and termites they depend on. Above the ground, other Kalahari architects are also busy at a very different kind of construction site. Sociable weavers. They like one another's company. They live together in this monumental haystack nest, built on a camel thorn acacia tree. Crafted over generations and weighing up to a ton. The largest bird structure on Earth. This is collaboration on a grand scale. It's the breeding season, and the weavers are busy collecting grasses to repair the thatch. In this giant nest, each of the 250 apartments has its own access, with natural air conditioning. Temperatures inside the nest are 4 degrees Celsius cooler than outside, making it very attractive for any couple looking for a first home. But visitors are not welcome. The sociable weavers work as a team to drive them away. And it works. At this time of year, the colony is full of newborn chicks, but it's hard work for the parents alone to look after them and provide enough food, so they often call on others for support. It's in everyone's best interest to help the next generation. The chicks are growing up fast, but they have yet to develop their flight feathers, making them very vulnerable to predators. Like this Cape cobra, the worst possible threat to the weavers. It's highly venomous and extremely hungry at this time of year. To make matters worse, the cobra is a brilliant tree climber. The weavers can sense the approaching menace, and tensions run high. There's nothing they can do to stop him. getting dangerously close. But thankfully, the weavers are not alone. Pygmy falcons may be the smallest raptors in Africa, but they're also one of the most aggressive. Their first offensive involves screaming to intimidate the snake. But he's not deterred. So they try a threatening posture. Finally, an all-out assault. That's quite enough for the cobra. Pygmy falcons are so defensive of the weaver nest is because they too are raising their family here, right in the middle of the colony. They're just as vulnerable as the weaver chicks. It's not easy for the sociable weavers to accept this forced cohabitation, as the falcons will occasionally eat a chick. But the benefits far outweigh the costs. Not all alliances are perfect, but when you're small, unity certainly gives you strength. Dawn in the dry lands of Namibia. The elephant herd is preparing for a big new challenge. A 20-kilometer hike to find food with little to eat along the way. First, they need to quench their thirst. This artificial well, built by local communities to help the desert elephants and other wildlife, will be their last proper drink for days. The matriarch has kept the herd safe and well this far, and totally united. But the greatest test is yet to come. Refreshed and recharged, the herd sets off before the sun climbs too high. The matriarch knows the way. It's something she learned from her mother years ago, which she's now passing on to her infants. As the day heats up, intense sandstorms pummel the skin and burn the lungs. The little ones are already weak. Their destination nation still far away. To stop now will delay their journey, but the matriarch must put the calves first. They're exhausted. She cares deeply for them. The matriarch herself is desperately tired. Soon, the whole herd is fast asleep. It's a high-risk power nap, but in this heat, none of them have the energy to continue. Who knows what the outcome will be? Whether this heat will break their unity or bring them closer together, stronger than ever before. In the Kalahari, survival is all about collaboration. But the tougher conditions get, the more these packs will be put to the test. The more life will have to work together. In this land of secret alliances.